He has altered the power configuration of the upper legislative chamber, increasing the opposition PDP's number from 54 to 55. With the ruling All Progressives Congress membership declining from 51 to 50, the PDP has become the majority party in the Senate with 5 significant implications. Well, for more on this, I have joining me via Skype from Akure, presidential aspirant Thomas Ikubese. Good to have you right now on the news. Let's begin with this situation where the Senate president defected from the All Progressives Congress to the PDP, where he was initially. Some have said it is not too good for the APC as we speak. But what do you make of this situation, which has now left the ruling party, the APC, having a number 3 citizen as a member of the opposition? What do you make of this?
Well, on the 29th of January 2014, Senator Bukola Saraki left the PDP and joined the APC. Now we can see that he's going back from the APC and he's going back to the PDP that he left before. Now, one thing is certain, and that is the fact that there has been a lot of disharmony within the APC, within this administration, by the way the governance has been conducted since the swearing in of President Muhammadu Buhari. So what we are seeing at the moment, the Senate president having to defect and going back to what he called home, it's been long expected because of the way he's perceived to have been treated, because he was not expected to emerge as the president of the Senate from the calculation of the APC. You know, but beyond that, there is no excitement. Nigerians should not be excited. If there's any excitement, perhaps it is excitement that there is a build-up of opposition against the possibility of President Buhari returning in 2019. Perhaps that should just be the excitement that we have. But beyond that, the fact that we have politicians that can move from one party today to another one tomorrow, you know, the excuse that the APC has always given is that they couldn't perform much because the PDP destroyed the country for 16 years. And now we find the same set of people who were in the APC going back to the PDP. So for me, it is a tragedy for the Nigerian nation, and it's actually not a thing that we should be celebrating.
Indeed, yeah, I quite agree with you on that. But, you know, when we look at this thing playing out in our political space, does it really mean that we need to go back to the drawing board where we're coming from? Explain to us how we can, you know, avert this in the future, because you're talking about 2019 here and we're seeing these defections. We don't know what will happen in 2023, for instance. So how can we nip this in the bud when we see gale of defections each election year that comes around?
Well, unfortunately, in Nigeria, we don't have ideological-based political parties. Our parties are basically instrument for the acquisition of power. And when you get into power, you practically do whatever it is that you think you want to do, because the parties are not different one from another. It is actually an excitement for me and for Nigerians. The excitement was the activity that happened 2 days ago on the 31st of July at Chelsea Hotel in Abuja, where all the young presidential aspirants in Nigeria came together under one umbrella, agreeing to present one common candidate. That, for me, is the greatest news. But a situation where we have people who are in the APC, leaving the APC and coming to the PDP in the morning, the next day leaving from PDP, coming to the APC, for me, there's no excitement about that. And there is no future for this nation if all we have is the oscillation of the same set of cabal, the same set of people, the same set of recycled politicians who have impoverished us to where we are today. As the same people who are jumping ship from one party to another party. For me, it's a big tragedy. And I think Nigerians should be wiser. Nigerians should be wiser. Now, the Senate president and all of those who left the APC for the PDP are relying on Section 68, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution that says if you have a fractionalization in the party, you are free to move on. That is understandable, though it's debatable. But for me, the greatest thing that can happen to this nation is to have a set of leaders who will leave a party because there is no functionality of the system, and not because they want to maintain their oligarchy, not because they want to maintain their office, not because they want to maintain their interest. So for me, the beautiful ones that were born, and they were born on the 31st of July, 2 days ago, when those young aspirants came together and said, we are presenting one single candidate in 2019 presidential election.
Now, talking about presidential elections, you are a presidential aspirant. With what we see on ground, how do you think presidential aspirants like yourself can break this ranks that we've had over the years, where we get to see the same crop of politicians coming before us as promising something different, whereas it's more or less the same of the same?
Yeah, the bottom line is, I have mentioned this before. You know, I was in the studio, I think 3 months ago, and I was on the set with, I think, Joe Ikubese, yeah, the APC spokesperson for Lagos State, and I told him, you know, that was when Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu was made to be the chief negotiator for the reconciliation in the APC, and I told him that that is an order that he cannot achieve, because the 2015 that we saw is totally going to be different from the 2015 that we're going to see. So for young people like me who are in politics, not because we want to make money, but because we are angered, all the young people who are in the presidential race, we came in on one purpose, not because we want to protect an oligarchy, not because we want to protect our interests, but because we are angry. All of us are angry that Nigeria, we could be better than this, that we have everything it takes to make this nation work. And the old people believe we can never come together. But they were shocked 2 days ago when they saw that all the young people, the young presidential aspirants came together and agreed that we are presenting one candidate in 2019. So the hope for Nigeria does not lie in the APC, it does not lie in the PDP. It lies in the new breed presidential aspirants that are coming together to present the common front in 2019.
All right, and that's a fine place to leave it right now. Thomas Ikubese, I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but because of time, we cannot continue anymore on this discussion. It's a pleasure to have your thoughts shared on TVC News. Thanks a lot.